Howdy, hey, and welcome to another Rocket League stream. I'm Wisp, and I'm here with
Amelia, it's nice to see everybody here.
Yeah.
Lovely day for Rocket League. Enjoying the
Yeah.
rain?
Absolutely, I adore the rain. Today we are against Albion, I think.
Our tags are incorrect.
Ah!
Okay, thank you.
Good catch, good catch. Like I said, today we are against Albion. This is one of the last, if not the last, Rocket League stream before playoffs, correct?
I believe so.
Yay!
Yay. And with our record, we should be going into playoffs,
Yes.
regardless of the outcome of tonight.
For reference, Albion's record is 1-4, and our record is 4-1. Fairly confident, but I'm curious to see the play style of I'm fairly curious to see the play style of Albion and see what kind of challenges they'll bring us.
Yes, it should be fairly interesting. We'll see how our Vandals combat them.
Yeah.
I mean, we should get started here soon. I noticed that our players are entering the lobby for the first matchup. This is an ECAC game, so it's best of 7.
Yes.
So everybody's going to be here with us for a little while.
Yeah.
At least 4 games. Let's hope 4 games.
Let's see how it goes.
Yay. But predictions for tonight, as you said earlier.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pretty well in our favor. Nothing set in stone, though. So we got to be careful about that. But
Yep.
I think our Vandals will handle this really well.
Also, I love the red, by the way. It's beautiful on
Thank
you. Ooh, there we go.
Oh, no. Okay. There's kickoff. We have Jay and Zach taking the lead here. We are blue tonight. That's going to trip me up. But Boofless has the ball. We're into Britain territory. Dub sending it forward. Gets sent to the corner of the Britain's territory. Jay's taking control now, but Boofless is stealing it right from under his nose. There we go. We are able to prevent that defensive push. Another hit back, and we are in front of the goal now. There's a redirect to the other corner. We're trying to get that center shot. There's it up. And Jay takes it from the air, taking it over to the Vandal territory. Dub's over here, taking it to the corner. Now we're going around the side. There is C4 trying to get that center shot. Commander almost got it, posted off the side, and the Vandals were able to take that defense. And now we're able to push back into Britain territory. Commander's on defense here, coming around the corner. Stolen by Zachman. Zachman takes it to the center, gets redirected back to the corner. Jay sends it down to Commander. Commander kind of whiffs it. Dub does not get that defense. But we had Zachman there. Post up top on the Vandal goal. Does get in from Commander on a rebound. That is the first point of the match.
Lots of posting today. Seems like a lot of over aiming.
It's going a little slow today, but I think that's just because it's Wednesday and
it's the first game too.
Yeah, we're just getting started here.
Need to rev up the engines, warm up a little.
Here's C4 taking the advantage on kickoff. We're back in Vandal territory. Oh, stolen by Zagman. Sweet, we're going to be turning this around. Pass by C4. Boofless here on the wall.
Sorry.
Commander drops it down to the ground. We're in front of the Britain goal. Jay with that defense sends it off to the side, but Zachman's not letting that happen. Sends it to the center only for Commander to take it. Dub pushes forward, and C4 bounces right back.
Beautiful passing between all of the teams, I will say.
We have a lot of movement here, and that's pretty nice. That makes for a good game. That's a post up top on the Vandal goal. Dub the boss and Zachman with that great defense. Boofless taken over to the side, only to get knocked out of the way by C4. Zachman taking the ball up, and now Boofless has it over the center, posts off to the side. There's a push back onto Vandal territory by Commander Lucas, but Zachman is not letting him do that uncontended. Dub on the side in the corner with Boofless. Now we're taking it back. Jay is able to block Boofless once again. Let's get some demos in here.
Yeah. I love to see how there's a little bit less ground play than I've seen in the past few games. There's been a lot of airplay in those recent games that I've come on.
Yes, it is always nice to see some really technical skills, especially some air dribbling. C4 is taking the ball back into Vandal territory. Zachman bouncing it right back over the midline, only for Jay to retaliate. Here's Dub sending it forward. Commander's trying to get in good position. C4 taking it to the corner. There's Boofless bouncing it over to the other side where I believe Zachman's ready. There's Dub and Zachman in that side. C4 takes it. Oh no, Dub the boss is able to steal, gets it to Boofless. Boofless passes it over the midfield line, only for Jay to turn it around, gets that momentum going. Zachman and Boofless steal it, and we have C4 going to the air. There we go. We're back in the Vandal corner, playing defense a little bit. It's 2 minutes left, and it is 0-1 so far.
Their defense is certainly quite strong, I will say.
Yeah, they seem to have gotten their rotates down here, but our Vandals should adjust. There's that quick save from Zachman. Love to see it. Boofless taking it to the air, passes it forward into Britain territory where Zachman is, and Dub the boss helps out, getting that angle to center. Boofless has to pass it back to keep it away from C4. Zachman's trying to center it with some ground dribbling, but C4 is persistent in his attack. We're back in Vandal territory. There's that corner. Jay's helping out C4, but our Vandals have defense. Zachman takes it back over to the Britain's territory and gets that point. Now we are 1-1.
I was getting worried there. It looked like, I think it was, who was that? C4 was right there ready to catch it.
Yes, but he was just a little bit too far behind.
Just those few seconds.
Now that we are tied in minute 13, we're going to have to definitely be pushing for that next point.
Yes.
Ooh, there's that demo we've
There's
been waiting
a
for.
demo.
Oh, C4 gets that momentum, bounces it up across the midfield line, and follows through the air. There's Commander trying to get that center shot. A lot more aggressive here now that we're tied. Zachman taking it over to Britain territory in that corner. Jay tries to steal, gets it to Dub. Dub is in the air. He's in front of the goal. Stolen by Commander Lucas, but not for long as Boofless isn't letting them keep it. And we're back in this corner with the Britons. Here's Zachman going for that center push. Bounces off the side, continues to the other corner. There's C4 and Commander in control of the ball. They pass by Dub, and they're in the Vandal corner now. Zachman steals it, now trying to turn it around. Will he get to it? Yes, he will, with beautiful flips. Look at that. Dodge rolls all around. Dub the boss gets the ball once again. Commander steals it, taking it back to the Vandal corner here, and we're flipping around. That's Jay. Jay gets stolen from by Zachman. Oh, and there's another demo.
Commander is right there ready, though. Lots of predicting here.
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is a last 5 seconds goal here by Jay with an assist from Commander. Gets that point, and we have 5 seconds to even this out into overtime once again, or we lose the first game.
Yeah. Let's see.
If we chance. We definitely have a chance. Dub gets it over into the corner, bounces on the ground, and that is the first point for Albion. Sorry about the sorry about the audio, but we got it figured out. All good.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of teamwork from Albion there. It's great to see it. They had their rotates on point, it looked like.
Both teams were doing pretty good. I think just a little bit of picking up the pace, and we'll definitely overpower them. We had a far stronger offense.
Also, it was nice to see not as many demos. I mean, in a way, I like seeing all of the players on the field to see how it plays out instead of not necessarily accidentally or strategically taking players out.
I mean, I prefer demos. The more demos we have, not have on us, clarify. The more demos that we use, the longer that we have time to get our rotates down and get into a good shooting position.
Very, very true.
However, the thing about demos is they don't last very long.
Yeah.
So pretty much, like, I think it's 3 to 5 seconds.
I think so.
3 to 5 seconds after you're demoed, you're back in the game, and it's like, I got that brief moment. That's my little window, and if you don't use it, it's wasted.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes there's some senseless demos.
Sometimes it's not really intentional.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just like you're using your boost and you crash into one of the opponents, and it's just. But we got advantage on that kickoff, but we. Oh no, Logor is making sure we didn't lose that follow through. There's a demo from Commander on Logor. By the way, Logor subbed in. Welcome, Logor, and we have Boofless over here on defense. Logor and Zachman are trying to keep them away from the Vandal goal over here. Commander's in the Vandal corner. Zachman steals, gets past C4. Boofless passes by Jay. There we go. We have Logor in center and gets it down with Boofless. We love to see it.
I'm trying to figure out how that one was angled, because it looked like it was a little funky there, like it bounced off of Commander.
Sort of, but actually, no. It's weird from this angle, but it didn't bounce off. It just bounced behind because it hit the post at an odd corner and went in.
Okay.
Jay does get that kickoff, but we get the follow-through as Zachman sends it forward. Commander tries to turn it around. Boofless sends it up. And C4 and Logor fight over the ball. Zachman gets it in the end. Vandal corner here, turn it around. C4 steals it, goes to the goal, but Logor's right there with the defense. Zachman sends it forward. Boofless is ready to help out with that forward push. Commander here steals it, trying to take it back to Vandal territory. Gets it to Vandal territory, but you know what? Logor's on defense, and Boofless helps him out. We're pushing back into Britain territory. Jay steals it from air, and now we have Zachman on defense, bouncing it all the way back to the other goal. Logor bounces it over. Commander tries to redirect, gets it to C4, passes midfield. Ooh, C4 does lose control of the ball. Boofless takes it, sends it to Zachman. Zachman bounces it down, almost gets that goal, but Jay is preventing that with that defense. Logor's keeping it in the Britain territory. Boofless there, ready to block Commander from stealing it from the air. Zachman on the ground, does not quite get control of the ball. Commander sends it flying over to Logor in Vandal territory. We have Boofless there.
Okay. The
Lots
ball
of
became untouchable there for a sec.
just for a second. But right now we are 3 minutes left, and Logor has the ball. We're heading back into Britain territory. Commander and Jay have defense. They send it flying back into Vandal territory, back into that corner. C4 passes it to center where Lucas is. It posts off the side, and Boofless is perfectly positioned for that defense and has a straight shot. If he wasn't demoed, he could have just rolled it straight in, but Commander had that demo. We are in Britain territory still. Logor and Zachman with offensive push. It gets turned around a little bit, but Zachman's not letting that happen for long. He's taking it back. Commander steals it with those boosts. He uses his boost rather liberally.
Yeah, I've noticed. I'm enjoying the enhanced aggression.
It's a lot of fun when they get into it, especially with Logor in the play now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a just slight whiff.
Pixels.
Yes, pixels away there. Boofless sends it forward for Logor to, a little bit of a clash with Commander. Gets it back into Vandal territory. Zachman pushing it forward to Boofless. Boofless sends it to the ground where Commander is. Commander bounces it back up, only for Logor to steal it. Bounce off the post up top, and Zachman takes it off to the side with, I believe, C4 right there. Boofless sending it in with a bounce.
Jay was right there, ready to try and knock it out, get one of those cheeky...
Just a little defense, but was not able to. There's Commander not able to get that block. But 2-0.
That's the word. Block is the word I was looking for.
Oh, was it? You're welcome.
Yes.
Commander Lucas got that kickoff, but Boofless gets the follow-through. Jay steals it, bounce off the ceiling for Zachman to ground it. Jay steals it right from his nose. But our Vandals are quick to respond. We are already rotating back into defense. Commander post up top. C4 bounces it in. I will admit that was actually a fairly good play. Oh, the bounce up top with C4 bouncing it in on a rebound. Gets them their first point.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Didn't give us enough time to react there.
Yeah, but you know what? We're still a point ahead. We can do this.
Okay, yeah.
C4 gets that kickoff. Zachman gets the follow through. Logor and Boofless are already ready to help out. Boofless prevents Lucas from turning the ball around. Here we go. We push to center. Can we get it? It posts off the side, but Zachman's ready to block Lucas from getting the ball across the midfield line here. Zachman pushes into the corner, and C4 helps out unintentionally, and we get that third point.
A little bit of pressure there made it just a slight mistake, it looks like, or just wrong angling. Yeah, wrong angling, it looks like.
Just a little bit. I don't think he's very happy with that, but we are. Here we go. Commander Lucas does get that kickoff once again, but Logor gets the follow through this time. Blocked at about halfway point, but our Vandals are right there. Zachman on defense here, blocking Commander Lucas from having too much control. Passes over the goal. We're still in Vandal territory. We're passing through the midfield. Now we're in Britain territory in that corner. Jay's following, trying to push through. Boofless following back across the midfield line as he's running straight for the...
Nice! Yes!
Good job, Boofless.
And good job, Zachman, with that second save.
That was perfect timing Beautiful defense right here from the Vandals. We're back in offense, pushing for that center shot. Jay turns it around, but Logor's ready at the midfield to turn back. Commander passes by Logor, but not by Zach, man. Boofless once again with the defense. He's ready at the goalpost. Logor's pushing forward, gets blocked by Commander. And that is his third goal of 3.
That was just a nice and neat roll-in, too.
Yeah, Boofless is on fire tonight.
We love it.
Of course, it's with assist from the team, but that's how it works. The team works together to set up the shot, and Boofless has just been perfectly positioned to be the last one touching the ball on those.
Absolutely.
Bit of a neutral start here, but more in favor for the Britons. Zachman turning it around, sends it flying to Boop.
Nice! Can I applaud?
Yes. Yes, you can. That was beautiful. Zachman pass from the wall, bounces off, and Boofless. Perfect shot straight through. C4 didn't have a chance there.
Commander was just a little too late there as well.
All right, back to kickoff. 11 seconds left. Logor and Jay. No. Okay, Logor and Jay had a bit of a clash right there. Boofless got a touch after C4.
Right over everyone with help from Commander.
It would have just posted. If they hadn't tried to defend, it would have just posted. They have 8 seconds left. Are we gonna get a Brazil? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get that. We're in Vandal territory right now. Jay's going for that center shot. Zachman blocks him. And that is the last second of the game. 1-1 series now. We are definitely going to be going into 5 games. But
both teams are definitely picking up the pace. You can tell that they finally started to understand each other's strategies a little more and adapt.
Exactly. And we are seeing the players here. We have Boofless, Logor, and Zachman already.
Yeah.
And getting into the next game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes.
Predictions?
I think now that we're finally getting into the groove a little more, we have a lot more confidence, I would say. So I think we have a fairly decent shot.
I think so too, especially with the 6-1 when the game that they won, it was 2-1.
Some of those shots were really close, though.
Yeah.
And Boofless is still on fire.
He really is on fire tonight.
Dang.
All right, looks like we're moving around a little bit. 872 points.
5 goals.
5 goals.
5 goals.
Yep. And we love seeing those assists from our fellow teammates.
Absolutely. It's always good to see teams working together.
Our Vandals are doing fantastic.
Absolutely. Where did everyone go?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Things should be starting soon. They might be taking a break. They might be just having to move to a different lobby. We'll see
that
what
does happen. We're starting to pick up pace a little. I'm quite enjoying it.
I think after the first one, we usually do pick up pace because we get familiar, we're warmed up, and now we can hit harder and faster. And we love that. And it looks like we're into the lobby now. We're going to be starting.
Sweet. We love the aggression from our team.
Yes, we do.
Here we go.
Even while we're in it, that gives me a little anxiety. C4 with a straight shot, but Logor's right there ready to defend. Sends it forward into Britain territory, down to the ground, but unfortunately blocked shot. Commander is now taking over to Vandal territory. Boofless blocks, ready for Logor to steal it right from under C4. Jay tries to block that forward push, but Boofless and Logor are working together. Nice passing there. Commander with that save, uses their boost immediately, and gets stolen from by Boofless. Boofless in that Britain corner here. And Zachman sending it in.
Commander right there, ready to go.
That was a nice setup, though. If we can get that again and just be a little bit harder on that, then we can get that point. Logor keeping it away from C4. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Zachman, let's go.
Let's go, Zachman.
Zachman has been on fire with defense, I will say.
Yes, he has been. Honestly, the whole team has been. Really, they've been all over the place in a good way. I don't mean scattered. They've just been really good with those rotates. I love to see
Oh.
it. We are still in Vandal territory. There's a demo. We are in Zachman's point of view. Sends it over to Boofless. Boofless is taking him across the midfield line. C4 steals, and Logor passes it right back. Passes right over Jay, straight to Commander, only for Logor to steal it. Passes to center. Gets blocked.
Definitely tell they're starting to learn a little bit. Woo! Boofless again!
Boofless on fire tonight. Let's have a shout out for Boofless.
Yeah. They're definitely starting to figure out some of our more cheeky shots. You can see how I think it was
Commander?
Commander.
Getting in that
there.
corner. Yeah, I noticed that too. Nice. Back at kickoff here. Boofless takes full control of kickoff. Jay tries to steal it. Gets stolen from by Logor right off the bat. Oh, okay.
Commander.
I was about to be like, are we just going to immediately score? We are still in Britain territory, though. Logor with that nice shot was not deterred by the defense. Jay stolen from by Logor. He is all across the map here. Zachman ready at the midfield line. Gets passed by C4, but not by Boofless. Boofless steals. Takes it back over the midfield line. Jay is on top. Gets rammed into.
Oh.
Happens, though.
It does.
We're back in the Vandal corner here. Logor taking it, passes to Boofless. Boofless gets a bit redirected from Commander, but it goes to Zachman and C4. Little bit of a neutral ending there. Logor passes it forward. Commander passes it back into Vandal territory, but Logor's not letting that happen. Bounces up. Commander's countering him perfectly, but Zachman over there on defense is able to send it up to Boofless. Boofless gets it over into Britain territory. Jay steals it. Does take it to the ceiling, bounces on the ground to C4. Not a lot of control there. Zachman's able to take it. Boofless and Logor ready at center here. And the ball's just vibing. Okay, Commander takes control. Boofless steals it right in front of the goal. That's not always fun for the opponent. We love to see Boofless doing that.
Yeah, beautiful use of using the air to redirect, though, I will say.
Yes. Lots of that happening in this game. Love to see it. Boofless in that corner, taking it to the ceiling to bounce down. C4 does take advantage of that, sends it over almost post, but Zachman takes it back into the corner, and Commander is stealing it from him. Logor bouncing it down to the ground. Boofless trying to get in the right position. Jay posts off the side, and Zachman sending it forward. The goal is currently undefended, but they're quickly rotating back into Britain territory. Jay and C4 do get that defense into the corner. Boofless stealing it. We're running around each other, really.
Zachman already ready there.
That he is. Logor taking it up the wall. Ooh, misses the ball. Doesn't quite get that control, but Boofless is able to block a push from Commander down to the ground. Oh, passes by one. Does not pass by C4, but Logor steals it from C4. And, oh, there's a demo from Commander. Zach, wow, we're just everywhere.
Back and forth. It's ping pong.
It's ping pong with acrobatics.
Logor getting a demo, it looks like.
That he is, and we're rolling up. We get that post off the side. It rolls into the ceiling, and Jay takes advantage of that, using that momentum to push back into Vandal territory. Boofless turning around, passes over C4, gets it to Zachman, who redirects into the goal, and that is 2-0 with 44 seconds left.
Definitely looking a little bit more pleased there with that shot. Woo. Yay. It is currently 2-0.
It's 2-0, 44 seconds.
We got this.
Jay has kickoff, but Zachman has follow through. We take it back into Britain territory. Bounce to the ground. Commander and Boofless fight over it. Commander takes control, sends it past Logor, bounces in front of the goal, and Jay gets that with an assist from Commander. 2-1 now.
That, I will say that was a very, very smooth shot there.
Yeah. They almost didn't get it.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
Commander is definitely being one of the more active players in that.
Yes.
Yeah, words are hard.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Definitely a dominating presence on the field. Jay going for the ball, but Boofless steals it, goes over him. Logor passes it to Boofless. Boofless gets it to the ground. Zachman bounces off the wall to the other side on Britain territory. There's a demo. Boofless is a little out of it, but Logor keeps the ball going and gets that point. Whew. That was perfect timing, Logor.
Perfect timing.
And
that really was a nice smooth shot.
It really was. It was just a bounce off the wall and roll in, essentially.
Wow.
13 seconds left, 3-1. That was dead kickoff at first, but then we had the second pair go and get the ball. That may have been on purpose. I don't know. Agreed.
Who knows?
But you know what? We're back in Britain territory. Post off the corner, down to the ground at last second, and we win the second game, making this 2-1.
Yay. Yay, we're halfway there.
Yep. And we have our players right here. Just vibing and waiting for the next game.
Yeah.
We do have a CS game this Friday, I believe.
Is it?
Oh, they're playing right now. Okay, so they are up in that upper right corner. That's our CS team. Just in playoffs, I believe, for Playfly. Or their ECAC game. Yes, it's ECAC today. And looks like they're doing pretty good. Let's wish them well.
Yes. They've had a pretty good season so far.
A really good season so far. I think they're either undefeated or they've only lost one game.
I think they've only lost. Oh.
Wow. They are undefeated in ECAC.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Very, very proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
I need to tune into those streams more often.
Colby and Carson.
They are. They really are. Yeah, I'll have to remember to tune into that one.
And make sure you guys, too, they stream on Thursdays and Tuesdays. I always forget about Tuesdays because I'm doing other stuff on Tuesdays.
That's so fair.
Thursdays and Tuesdays.
We are off.
This is the fourth game here. Kickoff does go an advantage for the Britons, but Zachman and Boofless with that defense. Logor over there distracting another one of the players. And we're back in Britain territory. Logor taking it over. Post up top for Boofless to get a straight shot into the goal. We love it.
The teamwork there was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see some, I think it was Logor distracting a teammate. Also kind of blocking, though, it looked like, trying to get them to get out of the way faster so that they could get that straight shot in.
A little bit, yeah. That is a good strategy sometimes when you have the opportunity for it. Zachman does get advantage on the kickoff. However, C4 got that follow through, and we are in front of the Vandal goal. Jay gets that point. That happened a little too quickly. Commander with that boosted hit forward. And
just a little bit too late.
Jay got that right angle on the post. Back at kickoff. And, Commander gets full control of the kickoff, but Zachman takes the ball from follow through, gets it to Boofless. Boofless sends it center. Logor tries to get it. C4 blocks. Boofless tried to get it back. Zachman sends it forward. We're still in Britain territory, so we're doing all right. Commander is using his boost once again. C4 sending it up the wall. I say that because his boost animation is just like so prominent in my vision.
So cool.
It's like really big lines of fire.
Yeah. I have to pause every time. I'm so used to us being orange.
Yeah, me too. It still gets me. Second week in a row we've been blue and I still can't do it.
Good save by C4. Not for us, but still.
Yes, but Commander does try to center it. Logor over there helping out with the defense. C4 pushing forward. Logor turning it right back. The Vandals are rotating to the other side for a forward push. Zachman passes by Commander and by Jay. C4 gets on, and Logor gets that corner shot, making this 2-1 at 3:40.
Trying to watch for names. Jay was just a little bit off there trying to redirect it looks like.
Looks like he bounced off Logor a little bit and wasn't able to recover.
Really?
Yes, the cars bounce into each other.
Other cars.
Essentially. You can't. That's what we've been seeing Commander do a lot. And right off the bat, Logor's going for that center shot. Gets blocked by Commander. Commander's sending it all the way into Vandal territory, but Zachman's there on defense. Boofless ready with...
Nice.
Oh, my.
That was smooth.
That was a great move.
Oh, wow.
Love the techniques we're seeing tonight. Logor tries to send it to the ground. C4 blocks it, but sends it all the way to Zachman. Jay tries to take advantage of the push into Vandal territory, but we're not letting them have control of the ball too much. C4 pushing into that corner, but he has Boofless right there on defense. Commander getting ready for that shot.
Ah!
Oh, we were not able to get to the ball fast enough, making us tied 2-2 once again.
I think we got to it, bounced it up, and then Commander.
That's what I meant by not fast enough. If we had been
Oh.
just a bit faster, we could have backflipped into the ball and
Oh,
send
that
it
makes
back
sense.
before Commander could have made that shot.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. You're not able to see behind you.
What do you mean? Everyone has eyes on the back of their head, I thought.
Right?
Or from me.
Commander,
Back of
Ooh.
the car.
back of the car. Actually, I think you can see, just not that well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're in Britain territory over here. Commander Lucas and Jay fighting against Logor. Post off the side from Zachman, but Boofless with the recovery
Boofless.
gets the rebound. We're 3-2.
Love the recovery shots. They're always so hopeful.
I know, it's like, oh no, a post. Oh, yes!
Ruthless is still on fire with all of the goals.
Honestly, the whole team's doing great.
Yeah. Love all of the passing and air work, I've noticed.
All right, kickoff does go to, whoa, okay, Boofless. Nice.
Zachman.
Yes, Zachman with the defense there. We're back in Britain territory. Boofless sending it up to Logor. Logor runs us off the top, and Boofless with the second shot.
Nice!
That was a perfect play.
That was so well put together.
That was a great play. That deserves an applause.
Aw.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Beautiful setup, though.
Yes. Yes, it was. Okay, we're back at kickoff. I am so happy. We got advantage on kickoff, and we get the follow. Oh, no.
Ooh.
C4 does take the follow-through from Logor, but he does not take control of it. Commander
Zachman
does
getting a demo.
with 2 demos.
Okay.
Logor does get that a third demo over there. Okay, everybody's blowing up right now. Jay takes it back to Vandal territory. We have
Ooh.
Boofless with the defense. C4 and I believe Zachman had a little bit of a conflict there, but Logor takes advantage of the ball, rolling it to the center. Oh, passes by Jay, I believe, does not get the ball to Boofless. Commander tries to take it, but Zachman's not letting that happen. Jay steals it from Zachman. There's another demo from
Wow.
Jay. Boofless turning the ball around. Lucas stealing it from him. The ball is hot. No, never mind. Logor got it. And Zachman's trying to get ready for a good pass here. C4 gets it instead. And, ooh, misses that touch. Zachman stealing it from him. The ball's really in the air. It's been... no one's had real control over it right now.
No.
But Logor is taking it. Commander steals it. We're back in Vandal territory. They're pushing real hard. But you know what? We still got this. We have our fantastic defense. Zachman right there. Boofless over there. We need to rotate back a little bit. So Boofless gets the ball, gets it back to Zachman in Britain territory. Bounces off the wall to Boofless. Is he able to turn it around? We're back in Vandal territory over here. He has no contenders yet until C4 bounces it back from midfield. We're sending it over to Boofless. Boofless gets it into Britain corner. He's coming around the corner. And there's Zachman. We might get this centered. Never mind, we do not get this centered. They're kind of swarming around the ball right now, but Zachman's ready with that defense in front of the goal. Logor sending it forward. Commander blocking at midfield. And Boofless right there sends it over. Is it going to cross? It crosses. We don't have a Vandal over there yet. Zachman ready at the corner. Stops momentum. Boofless, a little bit of conflict there. Zachman was able to block that center shot. Thankfully, the ball was going too slow for any movement to be real dangerous so long as we got to it first. And we did.
Jay was just a little bit too low. That hit would have been rough.
For us.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, and Boofless
Boofless
gets that point with centering from Zachman. No, from Logor. Logor bounces off the side, sends it to the center for Boofless to touch it.
Logor and Boofless are really in sync today.
Mm-hmm. That they are. 12 seconds left in this match. We're definitely going to be able to keep the difference, but let's see how much of a difference. Are we going to go for a 6-point? Now we're keeping it in Britain territory. Jay's trying to turn it around. Logor's not letting that happen. Gets it centered to the ground, and that is the end of the fourth game.
3-4. There was a lot. 3-4? No, 3-4. 3-1. Pardon me. I am thinking the number 4.
Yeah, it's 3-1.
3-1.
I was trying to figure out which you were talking about, the points in the game or the series score right now, and I was
3-1.
like, it's 3-1 and 5-2.
I heard the number 4 as I was about to say 1.
Yes. Because C4.
Yeah, that too.
Looks like things are going pretty well.
Yeah, I love all of the air. That last game was just air.
Yeah, lots of it. There was a lot of time where the ball wasn't being controlled by anybody,
Yeah.
and that can be okay, so long as you're able to get it to go where you want.
Yep.
Even if you don't have possession of it, it's a little dangerous because the other team can come and steal it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's just how it goes, take it to your advantage.
Yeah. Looks like Boofless is subbing out for Dubs, from what I'm seeing from the chat.
Okay,
I'm curious to see how that goes.
it should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
No.
All of our players have been doing really well.
Really, really well.
Yeah,
Been
and back
really
into
in
kickoff.
sync.
Are we going to stay with 5 games? We'll see. Jay gets the kickoff. Dub steals it right from under his nose, sends it flying into the Britain corner, and steals it from Commander. Rolls across C4 at the goal and centers it for Zachman. Zachman gets into the air, stolen by Commander. Commander gets it over into Vandal territory. Dub on defense there, misses Logor. Zachman tries to get to it. Jay gets to it first. Logor taking it back into Britain territory, into that corner. Here we have C4 trying to get to the ball, bounces it back across midfield, but Zachman's not letting that happen, gets it forward. Logor bounces it post up top, centered now. Jay keeps it away from Logor. Dub's following back into Vandal territory as Zachman's trying to keep control of the ball away from Lucas, and we're coming around the corner here. C4 passed. Logor passes by Commander, gets it to Zachman. Logor's right behind Zachman, ready to defend against Jay. Jay turns it back around, only for Dub to steal it. Yay!
Yay! Breathe.
I am breathing. I'm not even going very fast. And Logor gets the first point.
Ooh, looks like it was a matter of distraction from the other teammates.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah.
We saw that dive right there from, I believe, Zachman.
I think so.
I think it was Zachman. Kickoff goes. Zachman and C4 have a bit of a clash. Goes in Vandal's advantage, though. We try to go to that center shot, but it's stolen. Zachman has a clash. Sends the ball flying. Wow. Lots more momentum in the ball right now than it was earlier. Jay tries to turn it around. Zachman's right there, though, sending it right over to the other side where Logor is. Logor gets it back across the midfield line. Contest with Commander, but is he able to get it past the defenders? Yes, he is. A little bit of back and forth there with the post and a defender, but you know, we were able to get that second point.
I'm trying to see what happened with Jay.
So Jay kind of moved forward. He actually didn't touch. Yeah, he didn't even touch the ball. It was straight across. The ball was already going in. So,
yeah. Huh.
Yikes. Jay does get the kickoff, but Zachman gets a... Okay, that was a very slow kickoff.
Okay.
That happened. Zachman, full advantage after kickoff, just kind of tosses it in. Tried to flip into the ball, but was not close enough, nor had enough power to do anything to stop it from going in. And we're already back at kickoff again.
Huh.
Another neutral start. C4 takes that second hit. And now we're in Vandal territory for the Vandals to turn it right around with Dub and Logor into Britain territory. Here we go. We're in that corner right now. It's a bit of a clash right now. And there's that centering shot. Logor's trying to get control of the ball. Zachman's following it back into Vandal territory. There's a demo in the corner. Don't know who was involved.
Dub and someone else, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was Dub and someone else.
C4 with that steal goes for the center shot, but Dub redirects it back to the Vandal corner. Commander's trying to take the ball, gets it, but Zachman redirects back across the midfield line. C4's trying to help out with the offensive push, but the Vandals are pushing back. Logor and Dub the Boss get across the midfield line. We're in front of the goal now. Jay and Dub are in line with the goal. There we go. Dub passes over Commander, gets it to Zachman, posts up top. Dub gets that rebound and back into the goal. That's 4-0.
That's a very pretty green.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I've seen that goal yet. Oh, I know, that's a very pretty green.
Yes. I agree.
Bounced off the post and in, it looks like.
Nice rebound there. Zachman and C4 for the kickoff. C4 got the advantage, but we were able to... Oh, my goodness. They turned it around real quick.
They did. Very, very quickly.
And because they turned around so quickly, there was no time for the Vandals to rotate to do some defense work there. But it's 4-1.
Wow.
All right, back at kickoff here. Jay gets the advantage, but Zachman gets that turnaround. Here we go, flying across the ceiling to center, all the way to Logor to bounce it off the side, but Zachman's not letting it stay out. Commander Lucas tried to get control of the ball, but Dub the Boss is taking it off to the sidewall. Jay tried to steal it, goes to the air. Logor's going for the ball here, bounces off the wall to the ground. Commander steals it from there, and we're back in the Vandal corner here. Zachman trying to defend with the best he can. There's Dub, I believe, turning it around. The ball is flying into Britain territory. Logor's trying to get control of the ball, bounces off the wall to center it. Zachman following it over to the other corner, and we have C4 going for it. Does not quite get it away from Zachman, nor does Jay. Commander on the goal right now, ready to defend. Zachman sends it into the air, gets it centered, ready for Logor, but it's blocked, and we're back at the midfield line here. Zachman flying through the... Oh, no! Sorry, I got distracted. Jay in the corner here. Commander does get that shot off the wall, and that is 4-2 with 1:30 left.
That airtime is really... Words are hard. There's a lot of airtime there.
Yes.
It's really coming in favor for both teams, I feel like.
Both of them are showing a lot of skill with air dribbling, and I think at this point it's just who can sustain that amount of technique and concentration longer.
Yeah.
Currently, Logor's doing great.
We love to see it.
Jay takes it over to the side, steals it, turns it back around. Zachman tries to follow, posts off the side, and Jay does get that point. That means that is 4-3 right now. We're in a little bit of a dangerous waters right now, and there's a post. Oh gosh,
That demo was so helpful for them. I hate that.
That is unfortunately. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the hummingbird on this.
Yes, it's been there for ages. I love it. Sorry.
Distracted. Kickoff happened. Jay has the ball in Vandal territory. Rolling across the ceiling, trying to center it. C4 gets to it, but Zachman takes control, bounces off the side. Commander steals it, sends it over to the Britain corner. Dub is taking it away from Commander before he can use that boost for that momentum. Logor sends it up. Zachman, unfortunately at the wrong angle, is still in the Britain corner though, so we have a chance here. Commander does get to the ball, and Dub gets that steal. Love to see it. Logor takes it to the other corner. We have Jay sending it over the midfield line into Vandal corner. Zachman following first, gets it across the goal line into the other corner. Passes by C4, gets it across the midfield line. Will he pass Jay? He does not pass Jay. Jay gets that touch, gets it to the ground, but does not have control. Commander Lucas takes it from there. Dub the boss at midfield line. Logor does not get that touch away from C4. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dub, for sending it a little too high for them to actually make that shot. Conflict with the Commander right there. And another one, we get that advantage, and we send it into Britain territory. C4 send it over to the corner. Zachman and Logor ready for it, making that push towards the points. There's 2 seconds left. If we can just keep it on the ground for that 1 second, that'd be great. There we go. Dub the boss sending it to the ground, winning us the game.
Ooh. That last game was close. I
really
loved it.
There was only a point away. They were a point away from overtime. I believe that was the 5th game?
Yes, that was the 5th game.
Which means
we did it.
Yes, you don't have to sound so unsure about it. We did it.
We did it. Yay!
We won the series 4-1. Great job, Vandals.
Woohoo! Very, very excited. Yes. And this means we are for sure going into the playoffs, correct?
We were going to either way. We're just going to be in a better seed now.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm very excited.
Replays.
Ooh, we have replays.
So we're going to be showing you guys some replays, and it's probably going to be our best and unfortunate moments.
Yes.
We're going to be seeing mostly both goals, but yay.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. Or which ones were captured, I suppose. That's the correct wording.
Probably all of them. We have a great replay system. Oh, bounce off the ground into the goal, and there we go with an assist from Zachman.
There was that really nice goal there that was just off the edge.
Oh, the save! I loved that nosedive save so much. I don't think you understand.
That save was so nice.
Yes.
Logor there just getting it in.
Oh, that was such a good angle for him, too.
It was.
Moveless, just...
Whee! Threading the needle, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, threading the needle.
Yes. And I believe that we are going to have interviews tonight.
Yes, I think we do have an interview today.
Yes. Which player will we be interviewing tonight? I believe we've already interviewed Boofless. No, we've entered Boofless. It's Boofless night. We are getting Boofless tonight, everybody.
Awesome.
Easy on the drink there, Wiz.
Yeah? Was I aggressive?
Ah, yes. Speaking of drink, we are Hey, Monster. Your
Yay.
energy to go through both these streams and all of your games and the upcoming finals.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me.
That's only in a few weeks, everybody.
Yes. There we go. It's green.
It is green.
Alrighty.
The sign of the water bottle
There-
is also green. But you guys...
There we go. Not cover my face. Wow. Camera work. I know what I'm doing.
Yes. We're doing great.
Yeah. Sponsors.
Yes, Monster is essentially how I survive Rocket League,
That
as
is
you guys
so
have
fair.
probably realized.
It's how I survived some of our other streams, such as our very, very long Valorant stream.
Yes, and if you guys want, you can check out our Val Invitational. I believe that is still in the VODs. Great to watch there.
Yes.
That was 6 schools coming in to the lab, and, well,
5 because it was 6.
6
including
plus
us.
us. I meant including us. There were
Oh,
6
okay.
schools. But now we will be having our interview with Boofless. Give him a hearty welcome.
Yeah. Alrighty. Welcome. How you feeling?
Pretty good. It was a good win.
Yeah. Sure, it must have felt really good.
Yeah, it was fun.
What do you think some of the plays of the day were?
Honestly, the best plays were probably the ones that almost went in. Like, we had some really good pass plays that
Yeah.
were just, like, right there that we were both all like, and then they just didn't
Nice.
connect. But we had a lot of really good ones that did finish. I think our infield passing was, like, spot on. Yeah, I think that was definitely a weakness in their defense, was the infield passing. There's so many. Even one right there, I just saw.
Yeah.
So, like,
You guys were on fire, though.
yeah, I think we all felt pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. How do you feel about teams plays in general? Is there anything that you guys think you should work on, or?
I don't know. I feel like we work so well together as a team, like team-wise. We just like connect well in the field. Like a lot of it would just be probably like individual mechanics and stuff like that, just getting better at that. Because when it comes down to that, I don't know. Like that would just make our team plays even better because their team plays are.
That's very, very fair.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you think you could work on personally?
Mechanics, just like getting more consistent. Shooting was definitely there. But
Yeah. And lastly, what do you think the best skill or position was on the other team?
on the other team,
Yes.
it's hard to tell. I think they had one player that definitely had good air control, played up front. But I mean, you got shut down when Logan hit up the ball slap, and then I had the Cheeto mixes right in the back corner. So
Yeah. That is all I have question-wise. I think that is all we have stream-wise as well. So remember, have a lovely night. Remember to check in. We are streaming on Thursday, if I'm correct. I do not know what we are streaming, though.
wait, can I give a quick shout out?
Go ahead.
Shout out to Kevin Callis. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! And yes, have a lovely night. Bye bye.